Alright, before we begin the video, I just want to give a shout out to Dave. Thank you so much for your generosity, for giving me this kazake, pomegranate, and this windmill palm tree. And I'm going to plant these next year. So, and thank you so much for giving me a tour of your garden. It was beautiful and I really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get on to the tour. What's going on, everybody? Today I'm at Dave's house and a gardener I just met, and I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of his beautiful garden. Let's go. Alright, let's start up in front of Dave's house. And as you can see, the most standout thing when you drive up to his high driveway is that these two giant palms right here. And we are living in Northern Virginia, Zone 7. And Dave have these two giant windmill palms that have flower and seeds right there. How awesome is that? So according to Dave, these palms is around close to 20 years or so. So it's been here forever and survived the vortex. And here you can see that he wrapped it some Christmas light around it to protect it.
These are all volunteers.
Oh, wow.
These are all volunteers.
And here it's a giant cluster of needle palm. And this thing is probably the same age as the windmill palm. And this thing is massive. And behind that is a grapevine. And I think here is we have some pomegranate that's planted next to it as well. And Dave said he have Salavatski Russian pomegranate and a Kazakh pomegranate. These pomegranates look to be in a good shape right now. The growth is growing pretty good. And I think Dave mentioned that like some of them got killed back on last winter.
This is my Armstrong Mandarin. I probably had it for 10 years.
Have I got fruit yet?
I've had a lot of fruit on it, but wow. It tends to be alternate bearing. And so I've got one fruit this year.
Nice.
One fruit this year is all. But other than that, it's wonderful. It bears early, ripens early, probably in November. So I can leave it outside and let it get nice and get the sun, and it'll ripen up. Although it probably tastes better, even better, by the time December comes around. December and January.
So how do you fertilize it a lot, or how often?
Yeah, I use a water-soluble fertilizer maybe every couple weeks, and then I use an organic fertilizer that I just kind of scrape into the soil once a month or so. Show you, it's kind of a mess in here.
So you put it in a garage every winter, and do you heat it in here?
It goes in here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a heater up here, and that keeps the garage
like
at 45 degrees or above. I like it cool. I need to keep them cool because I don't want them to grow. I try not to keep the garage doors open very long in the wintertime.
So you have orange, all this orange too? Or?
This is Shiranui, Decapon.
I've never heard of this. All this citrus.
It's also Sumo. Have you heard of Sumo?
Yeah, I heard Sumo.
It's Sumo.
Kind of look like
that's Sumo
like that,
also. This is one that I grafted from this.
Wow.
And it just took off.
Wow.
And it's doing better than that one.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So, I mean, I can't believe it, but I grafted it onto citrumelo.
Oh.
And I think that made a difference because citrumelo is pretty vigorous, and it was pretty mature. Like I've got 3 citrumelo
you got
trunks here, and I basically top worked it. And the trunks, I mean, the root system was so robust that once those scions took, it just shot up, and now it's just really
big.
It's really doing well. So now I've had problems with fruit split on Shiranui in the past, so I'm hoping that.
Is it too much water or what?
I don't know what the problem
Okay.
is, whether it needs micronutrients or if it's erratic watering. I'm trying to keep it really evenly watered, but who knows?
Love it.
Yeah.
So much fruit. And what is this one?
This is cashew mandarin. They are small, but they're supposed to be super sweet. I've not had fruit on these yet, so I grafted this one too.
Strong.
Armstrong that I grafted.
I haven't tried grafting citrus yet. So
You'll be in trouble when you learn how to graft, because then you'll have so much stock that you don't know what to do with. Sean, Satsuma. I think, I let some other plants grow inside of it, and I think it stunted it. I had these amaryllis that seeded, and all the seed blew in these pots, and then all these amaryllis came up, and I left them there, which was a mistake, because I think it stole the nutrients from it, and it kind of stunted this one and that one over there. That's a wari satsuma.
Oh, what? Oh, I was looking this too.
So satsumas are probably my favorite citrus, just because they are they're easy to grow. They're kind of small. I got this at Costco.
Really?
No, I'm sorry. I got this at Lowe's.
Huh. Which Lowe?
Oh, well, it was in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. I was like, they never have it here. So.
But my Armstrong I got at Costco out in Fair Oaks, at Fair Oaks Costco. You know where that one is out there? Yeah. So, I mean,
that's where
we
everybody
went in
goes.
there, and I saw, whoa, all these citrus sitting there. Of course, you never know when they're going to be there.
Right.
And they had calamon, and I think I didn't really.
So what kind of graft do you use? Like what style?
Oh,
graft, is that successful?
I tend to like the chip graft, chip bud graft.
Bud graft?
Chip bud graft.
So like
not the tea bud. The tea bud is the one where you slice in and then you peel back the bark and then you put the bud in.
Right.
I always mess that up. Whenever I try to peel back the bark, it just gets mangled. So I don't do that anymore. I just take my straight edge and I cut down, and I have kind of a lip at the bottom.
Yeah, okay.
And then I put my chip bud in there and I push that lip back up onto it, and then I wrap it. And that seems to work for me. I mean, I get probably 90% success.
Look at all this.
Right here. I had a lot of fuyu fruit fall off prematurely.
It's happened the same, I think it's everybody. Cause in my neighborhood, there's a lot of mature tree like this too, but they don't have as much fruit this year because of this erratic weather going on.
Now we've had some rain. I see one has fallen over there. They're not falling quite as frequently as they did 2 weeks ago. They were falling like 10 to 20 a day, and it was just really discouraging, So I'm hoping that I can get some, because I really like them. I mean, I've had as many as 200 to 250 on this tree some years, and it's just very productive. But this year has been
very low maintenance too.
Very low maintenance. So this is all from the leaf and stem mandarin.
Oh wow!
From
Trader Joe's.
So and they're about this big around, and they ripen up in February. So it's kind of a good way, since they're a later mandarin. It's kind of nice to be able to extend your season a little bit.
Wow! It's a lot of some grafting.
Yeah, these are all my summer grafts. Most of them were done in May. This one I just did last month. Shiranui on citrumelo. I have a friend down on the street down below who saw that Shiranui, and he said, I really would like one of those. And I said, well, I'll graft one for you. So I've got this going, and it's just about ready to push out.
Yeah, right there.
It won't be too long. This is Mandarin quat.
Oh.
Have you heard of Mandarin quat?
No, I haven't.
It's a hybrid of kumquat and mandarin.
Yeah, it does look like a kumquat.
Yeah. It's like
a little bit round.
It tastes like a kumquat
oval
on steroids. I mean, it's...
So you eat the skin too or no?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The skin isn't quite as sweet as a nagami or a wari. Is it a wari? I don't know. Not quite as sweet as a regular kumquat, but it's pretty close. So you can just eat the whole thing. You just bite into it and eat the whole thing. Now, it does have seeds. You have to spit those out. This is Shasta Gold. I got this from Logi's. Are you familiar with Logi's? It's a
Logi's, yeah.
mail order nursery up in Connecticut, I think. It was about this high when I got it, so it's really taken off.
How many years is this?
Maybe 3.
Okay.
It hasn't given me any fruit yet, so it should next year, hopefully.
Wow. I love it. Love your backyard, your garden.
Yeah. Well, my gravel patio, or my gravel path there, it's still a work in progress.
Beautiful landscaping.
I got about 6 more bags of pebbles to haul here.
So this is your new hobby, obsession now.
My goal here is to get a real tree ripened mango, because the ones we get here, they're just not, they're picked too early and stored too long or shipped. It takes too long for them to be shipped up here. Now, summer's okay for mangoes if you get the kit and maybe the Atolfo, but everybody in Florida who you say you had a good mango at the grocery store, they just laugh at you.
Yeah, of course.
They say, you don't know what a real mango tastes like. You got to have them ripe off the tree. So I've got 2 Malicas and I've got a Pickering. Pickering is supposed to be ideal for containers because it's more compact.
So these are grafted. So when do you expect to have fruit?
I want to. I got blooms on this one in the spring.
Wow.
No, maybe it was this one. Anyway, I cut them off because the plant's not old enough, in my opinion, to hold the fruit. So I want to get more vegetative foliage on them and get them up a little bit bigger in size before I let them hold fruit. I mean, if it blooms next year, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll let one.
Just keep one mango.
Pardon me?
Just keep one mango.
Yeah, one mango. And then watch the squirrels come and get it. So, but I really love mangoes. That's probably one of my favorite fruits. So I did graft these 2, and then this one I bought.
So what is it? It's not like a fruit tree, but it does.
This is a begonia.
Okay.
Just a regular old cane begonia. These are all cane begonias. Here, this, these. This is a lychee, from seed. So it's probably not going to ever amount to anything, but it's a pretty little tree.
Yeah, it is pretty. It's beautiful.
This is my Meyer lemon.
Oh yeah.
You have a Meyer lemon?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
And it stopped. This year came it pushed out a lot of flower in February. But then I never get any fruit set. Actually, I get it set, but then it dropped it off, so I don't know what's going on.
Finicky.
Yeah. And there's a pomegranate in a pot, and I think there's some beets in that pot. And this tree is a holly, and then there's also some tomatoes. And check out this giant cactus. This is the largest cactus I've ever seen that someone house. And here we have a beautiful Primera flower. Look at that. It gives you a tropical looking in your backyard. And all these are in container. Oh wow. Look at this. You even have a coffee plant. And here's a giant cycad. I've never seen a one this big before at anybody's house. So this is pretty awesome to see it grow this big. I think this is Dave Citrumelo because he mentioned he had one before and it died. And here he have more citrus in container. So here's the Persian lime. And check out this beautiful grapefruit.
Oh yeah, I do.
Alright guys, so that's it for the tour, and thank you guys for watching. And if you do like the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next video.